Hello, my name is Michael Hartman and I'm a licensed mental health counselor. Today we're going to be going over the coping skill Observe, Describe. Observe, Describe is a powerful coping tool to help you shift your attention away from any painful emotions and onto really anything else. Observe, Describe is helpful when feeling overwhelmed by anxiety or sadness, anger, guilt, shame, or any other intense negative emotions that especially cannot be resolved in the moment. This is a way to step away from your emotions, let them simmer down, and then return to the distressing situation once you've found a bit of grounding. This technique can help you get you out of the red zone, which is when an emotion spikes very, very high and overwhelms you. It's almost the point where your ability to cope with that emotion has become crippled because the emotion is too intense. You can use Observe, Describe in these circumstances. So, let's get to how this technique works. You're going to start looking around you, observing, take in your surroundings, and start to describe things either out loud if you're in private or in your mind if you're in public or in a situation where you can't speak. So let me show a few examples. This cup is blue. It says Yeti on it over here. Don't forget that you can observe and describe not just sight, but touch, the feeling of temperature, the texture of a surface. So, when I touch this cup, it's smooth to the touch and it's cold, and the coffee inside is cold too. I'm looking at the webcam and I see this lamp is producing a nice yellow hue. I could see that the stem or the trunk of the lamp, that's what you would call it, is either a brown or a gray. I could see a painting or actually a picture of what I believe is the Verrazano Bridge at sunset, and I'm observing the peach hue of the sky and the blue of the sky. I could even go over to my couch here and feel the texture of the couch. It's cold and it's made out of leather, so it's rough. At least this grain of leather is rough to the touch. You could also do a body scan. See how your body is feeling. Right now you don't see. My feet are bare right now. They're touching the wood floor in my apartment. The wood floor is cold, and I feel my toes are a bit cold too. There's so much to observe and describe around us. And by doing so, you can get yourself out of your emotions and focusing on something different. Remember, the more you focus on emotions that are distressing, oftentimes the more wood you're going to be throwing on that fire, and the bigger that emotion will become. Now, I have two activities planned for the end of this video. Let's switch to it. So here we have a picture of Amsterdam, and there's so much to observe and describe in this picture. So take a moment and observe perhaps the shapes of the buildings, how certain roofs are triangular, others are flat, some are triangular but interestingly shaped. How would you describe that? One can notice the boats docked in what appears to be a canal, and the water is creating a bit of a mirroring effect. You can see a reflection of the buildings into the water. I wonder how you would describe that. Take note of the colors. Take note of the shapes. Take note of the things in this picture. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? Observe, describe is mainly used to get yourself away from your emotions. So try to be as objective in your observations as possible. Like how I said it was beautiful, it sure is. And try to focus away from subjective descriptors and more on objective ones. Now, let's switch over to another image. Here we have a beautiful painting of a beach of Jamaica. I wonder how you would describe this picture. I wonder if your attention would catch the deep blue water on the horizon. Would it catch the white frostiness of the wave? The black rocks that appear to be in the shore? The brownish red sand? The green palm trees with yellowish brown trunks? The green shrubbery? Or even the clouds, which blend together orange hues with puffy whites and darker blues up towards the top of the picture. Take another moment to observe and describe. If you'd like to stay on any of these pictures, you can always rewind to either the picture of the city or the beach and pause the video. Good job. Today you learned a very powerful tool in taking your attention off of your emotions and placing them on the outside world. This should be done and practiced even in times of calm, so that when you do get upset or overwhelmed, that this skill will be ready to go. Oftentimes people do not have the skill readily available when they're upset, when they haven't practiced it during times of calm. This is very important in taking something and putting it into your active skill set, into your brain, ready to go, so that when you're upset or you're anxious, the idea of, oh, I should try using observe, describe will be triggered in response to the distress. Finally, remember that you can do this anywhere. You can do this on a walk outside. You can do this in your home. You can do this in the classroom. You can do it on a hike. You could do it at work. Sometimes even you can do it, in the middle of an argument for 15 seconds, 30 seconds to try to take the edge off. I thank you very, very much for joining me today, and I look forward to posting more coping skill videos for your benefit. May you be well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.